Shiny Ocelot, is things are fine? Does it say I'm playing Forces? Is Forces showing up on your screen? Is everything fine on that end? Is the music too loud? I know there's no music right now. But when music does play, is it too loud? um, because it's the first time actually doing like an actual stream on Xbox. It looks fine to me. Awesome. So, I was debating. I was really debating about whether I wanted to delete my save file or do this and that. I thought, how about this? How about I just replay through every single stage? They give you the option. So I'm just going to replay through all the stages, maybe do some SOS missions, do the extra missions I haven't done, stuff like that. Ooh, just hit the microphone. Yeah. Check, can I do does this sound good? I just bent the end of the cord kind of violently accidentally. Game is a little loud. Okay, thanks. See, with the power, how does it sound now? My microphone volume's at 100. The game was at 40. Now it's at 20. So I'm gonna give a little bit for the chat to load because I think I'm on a 30-second timer. Better. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through all the missions, do some SOS stuff. I hate how on my end there's a box at the bottom end. at the bottom right there's a box, so some of the things I can't see. It kind of stops at avatar. Hopefully they're not really missing much. But yeah, I'm just gonna do all this stuff. If you want to see my avatar, I've got one. There she is. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get there's an achievement that you can get for creating a new avatar. So I'll just do that right now, really quickly. You know what? I'll just do basic everything. Come on, give me that achievement. I know I get an achievement for that. Hey, there we go. I don't know if it's showing up on the stream, but there you go. I got an achievement for that. Avatar collection, and then delete. How do I delete? How do I delete? No. Get this. Can I not delete? Actually, it's a possibility. Oh, okay. I can only delete ones that I'm not currently using. There you go. Get that guy out of there. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna start off by... Actually, no, I'm gonna start off by doing the secret missions. I haven't done them yet, so I'm gonna start off by doing that, and then I'll go ahead and do some of the extra missions and stuff like that. Fire Cannon 1. That's my favorite stage. Very popular stage. They brought it back in multiple Sonic games because people loved it so much. Oh, by the way, if you care about Forces spoilers, I should have probably said that. This is gonna be like, this is like an extra stage once you beat the game. So, I'm also gonna be showing off the Shadow stuff because why not? So you know, spoilers for Forces. By the way, oh my gosh, this music. Seriously, Forces soundtrack, it doesn't get enough love. A lot of people don't like it, but I honestly think it's a lot of fun. Cool. Yeah, I got the notifications earlier today for the Sonic Advance streams, or the Sonic Advance streams that you can release. Seriously, Force's soundtrack is so good. I honestly don't know why people hate it so much, but it's either, well, it's not hated. It's just very meh. A lot of people say it's not as good as the other games. I'm like, dude, there's some awesome tracks in that soundtrack. Of course, the main theme, Fist Bump, is really good. You know, also, what else? Oh, what else? What other songs were available? Really good. The song that you were just listening to. A lot of good vocal tracks. I don't. All right, well, I don't really recommend the Although Infinite's theme, honestly, is probably one of the worst in the entire series. I'm not a fan of rap, and that song is rap. Ooh. Actually, okay, I take that back. You know what? I do like the rap song in Rider Zero Gravity. That's a good song. I actually quite like that song. That's a good rap song. Classic song music is... Yeah, okay, yeah, let me reiterate. The vocal tracks in this game are pretty good, you know, aside from Infinite's theme. Yeah, the classic Sonic music wasn't very good. I like how they did it in Generations, where the classic Sonic music was just remixes. And here, in this game, they're like, well, let's just make it sound like Sonic 4, which Sonic 4 sounds fine, but I mean, the way they went about it here, I don't know, Sonic 4, I think what I like about its music so much is that the drums are like really loud, which, I don't know, it just adds like a bump to the song. Here, the classic Sonic songs are very mellow, so you don't really get that like oomph with the song. You get kind of like, yeah, it just sounds like, yeah. I am the Eggman. That's what I am. I am the Eggman. I am the walrus. Shadow. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll probably be swapping between Shadow and Supersonic since I've completed the game. Yeah, I'll probably play these extra missions, and then this game's, I mean, this game's already short. It's about like, I mean, if you're really good, it's like 2 hours. Well, you know what? Actually, I'll probably do an adventure stream before you do one, because I've got Adventure 2 on the chopping block, and that will be done soon. Don't know how soon, but it will be done soon. I've got 7 games left to do. I've got 6 of them on Xbox, 1 of them on PS4, but I've got 7 games to do. So, you know, I'll probably finish. I'll probably play Adventure 2 before you get to it. Yeah, because I've got so Forces, Generations, Adventure. Sonic, sorry. Okay. Forces, Mania, Adventure 2, Generations, Unleashed, Fighters. There's one more. Did I forget? Sonic 4. So I've got 7 games. Those are just the ones I bought over the years on the 360. Some of them I bought years ago. Some of them I just recently bought. I think, like, yeah, Episode 1. You know, funny story how I got my hands on the 360 copy of Episode 1. So I had the PC copy for a while, which, I mean, I don't know if I've said this on stream, but like I'm not a PC guy. I barely use my PC, and I don't like using it. I mean, I much prefer like a console or a handheld. That's just me. I mean, I'm just not a PC guy. But you know, Episode 1 and Episode 2 are just cheap on Steam, so I got them. I got those versions, and I had those versions for a while. Oh, this is a good song too. And I got those versions for a while, and I was just in a bad mood one day, and I was trying to play Episode 1 on PC, and it kept on doing this thing for some reason where it kept on erroring out. And I was in such a bad mood, I'm just like, look, I just want to play Episode 1, I'm in a bad mood, let me just buy it on 360. And then I think I got it working like 2 hours after I bought it on 360. I got the PC version working. I was like, whatever, I have Episode 1 on Xbox 360 now. I mean, it works in the long run. I mean, you know, another reason why I like consoles is that now with the PS4 and the Xbox One, I say now like they just came out. I mean, with the PS4 and the Xbox One, I can now stream just using the console. I don't have to use OBS, and believe me, OBS lags up my computer. Like, there's a reason I've never done an Episode 2 stream, and that's because OBS lags up Episode 2 really badly. But Episode 2 is backwards compatible on Xbox One. If I wanted to buy it, I could play Episode 2 on Xbox One and do a stream with it. I could also get Episode Metal along with it as well. But you know, I could do Episode Metal as well, and I've actually thought about that multiple times about buying the 360 copy, and I haven't really considered it. I'll think about it. I'll really think about it, but I mean, because that's $15, which it's cheaper on PS3, but on 360 it's $15, and it's like, and then Adventure. I mean, I could buy Adventure 1 as well. It's backwards compatible. But I got Adventure DX, which is the GameCube port, and that's the only version I ever want to have. The GameCube's my favorite system of all time. Of course, I'm just going to play that version, you know. I mean, if I were to buy, like, Sonic 4 Episode 2, there's a purpose. Like, I like the Xbox One better than Steam, and if I bought it, like, from now on, I'd play that version. But with Sonic Adventure DX, the GameCube's my favorite system of all time. If I bought it, I'd just delete it. if I bought Adventure on 360, I'd just delete it because I like the GameCube version more, and I will forever use the GameCube version as my and I will forever use my GameCube version as my like premier way of playing Adventure. So yeah, I mean, 4 I've been really thinking about. I might consider it, but Adventure, I'm probably never gonna buy that on. Yeah, so you have the GameCube port, but I got a physical copy, baby. And my physical see, it kind of stinks because I already owned the game at the time, but I bought. Oh, I like this song too. The physical copy of Sonic 4 of 4? My physical, it could be. My physical copy of Adventure, I bought from GameStop.com, and hidden inside the manual was a loose copy of Sonic Riders for the GameCube, which would have been awesome if I didn't already own it. But if I didn't already own it, that would have been like a great deal. GameStop just, I guess, didn't look in the manual. I mean, why would they? But yeah, somebody just like plopped in a hidden copy of Forces. That would be one. That's impossible because that disc is bigger. That disc wouldn't fit. And 2, that would be amazing. But no, they hid in a copy of Riders. But again, I already owned it at the time. I own a Riders was okay. A little bit of Jam Master history. When I first got my original Wii, the first 3 games I bought were Sonic Riders, which I still have that copy to this day, Rayman Arena, which I freaking love Rayman Arena, and I still have that copy to this day, and The Incredibles, which I despise. I hate The Incredibles video game. It's genuinely just like annoying and terrible, and I hate that game, and I sold it a while back. And then I bought it back. Oh no, I didn't buy it back. Why would I? A friend gave my GameCube that I currently have right now, I bought from a friend, and my friend was like, hey, you can have some free games with it. And I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that. And he's like, no, here, go. And he gave me Sonic Mega Collection, The Incredibles, and Lego Star Wars, which was very generous of him. But now I have The Incredibles back again. It's like, well, it's not particularly the game I wanted back, but thanks anyway. Sorry, excuse me for a second. I actually just remembered, speaking about Sonic Mega Collection, so, you know, I have this thing, I think I've shown this on videos on my channel, but I have this thing where I like to complete all the games I own, and, beforehand, I show them off, or not show them off, but, like, you know, I get them all into a pile, and then I complete them, and when I complete them, I put them back on the shelf, and I just remembered I forgot to put Sonic Mega Collection in the pile, and, the only reason, you know, I'm completing Sonic Mega Collection, if you didn't already know, Mega Collection doesn't have a save feature, but Sonic 3 does. So, since the GameCube's my favorite console, that will be my Sonic 3 playthrough out of the way. the GameCube version. Yeah, my only like rules, if you will, for me completing games is no sports titles. I'm not gonna do like a season of a sports game. I think it's kind of dumb, especially since there's so many sports games out there. Like I have both NHL 12 and NHL Hits. I'm not gonna play both for their season. I'm just not gonna do that. And no games with no save files. If I can't save, I'm not gonna do it because most likely I won't beat it in one sitting. Although games with passwords are in the clear, those work. But not games that can't save. I don't do those. Okay, Sonic Rider. Sorry, this is a weird stream. I just now remembered. Speaking of games that don't save, Stunt Race FX does save, and I didn't put that down yet. Okay, now it's down. All right, now no more distractions. No, I can continue to play my game. Okay, so anyway, yeah, Sonic Riders. Here's how it goes. Sonic Riders 1 is not the greatest. It's not terrible by any means. Oh, I thought this was like Sonic Colors, where I could hit the barrel to make it like spill out rings. Sonic Riders 1, it's not terrible. It's all right. Is it a game that I'd replay? No, I played it once, and that one playthrough is perfectly good. I am not going back to that because some of those stages are just ruthlessly difficult to. You have to get first to move on to another stage. Ooh, and some of those stages are really, really hard. But then, also, of course, I'm sure people have said this in like reviews. The learning curve's really bad. There's a really huge learning curve with Riders, and it takes a really long time to get used to. It took me like 5 years. I'm kidding. Oh well, okay. In like cumulative time, it took me like 3 hours to get adjusted to. And 3 hours amounts to 5 years because I don't play Sonic Riders very often, or I used to not play it very often. But then its sequel, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, I genuinely think is amazing. Actually, probably one of my favorite racing games of all time. It fixed all of the learning curve issues. I have no issues with Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. The music's a lot better than Sonic Riders. Sonic Riders 1 did not have a really good soundtrack in my opinion, but Sonic Riders Zero Gravity has some like awesome lyrical tunes and just really catchy like non-lyrical tunes, and the stages are fun. And yeah, genuinely, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity is a really, really good game. And then, right when they were getting good, Sonic Free Riders came out, which you say it's really difficult to play. I owned it for a while, and let me tell you, it hurts to play. I remember being on a Discord call with somebody, and I was playing Sonic Riders, Sonic Free Riders, and like by the end of the track, I was just like on the floor ready to die. That game hurts so much to play. Like that game is like it's tough to play. I don't own it anymore. I sold my Kinect off a little while back, but yeah, Free Riders that game's tough. I mean, I would not recommend that to anybody. I would not recommend that to anybody. In terms of Kinect games, it's kind of funny because okay, that last block stays available. Got it. In terms of Kinect games, I mean, Free Riders is bad. Man, this is fun. Free Riders is bad, which you know I've already said. But it's funny because you know a lot of the like semi-good Kinect games actually got Xbox One versions. Like Rush, for example. That game was like alright. I kind of like the idea of it, of like you kind of being like this extra character in these Disney stories. And it just got an Xbox One version where you could use a controller. Okay, that's that out of the way. Sadly, though, the greatest Kinect game ever made, Kinect Star Wars, Sadly, that is not. Did I say greatest Kinect game ever made? I meant greatest game ever made. Um, that one does not have a version, but like Rush got a controller release. I think a couple others got controller releases. The games that people, I think the games that developers thought were really good did get controller releases later on. Um, the only two that I can think of that I would actually want to buy back is Free Riders and Kinect Star Wars, and they're the only two that I know of that. Oh, and of course Kinect Adventure. Kinect Adventure isn't like a bad game, but that one also didn't get a controller. And you might be wondering if you hate Sonic Free Riders, why do you want to buy it back? Cause I'm a Sonic fan. Yeah, sure, I'll buy it back. Whatever. I'll buy it back and I'll probably play it for a bit. I'll add it to the pile and I'll probably complete it. It's just how it goes. Woo! This song's alright. Yeah, Kinect Star Wars is the pinnacle Kinect game. Perfect. You know, it's funny because like my original Xbox, the one that got the Red Ring of Death, was a Kinect Star Wars Xbox. That's how I got the Kinect. And I played the dancing sequences. And it's funny because like, okay, people joke about the songs, but they aren't bad dance sequences. The same team that made the dance sequences in Kinect Star Wars made the dance sequences in Dance Central, which was the was it Rare? No, it was Harmonix, I believe. The Harmonix had made dancing games, and they aren't bad dancing games. It's just funny because the songs are jokey. I mean, the Disneyland Kinect game. I thought that was good. Well, I never played it, but I heard that was alright. It's just like, walking around in Disneyland. But yeah, if there's replacement rides, if I don't get to ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride in Disneyland Kinect game, I'm going to be very upset. Can you ride that? Because that ride's gone from Disneyland now. Okay, so that's it for the extra stages. So now I'm gonna go to just basic stages. Yeah, so I can select Shadow or Supersonic. I'll play a Supersonic for a few. I might bounce between. I'll play Supersonic. Why not? But yeah, I thought. I mean, just looking at like trailers, I thought Disneyland Adventure was all right. By the way, that game got a controller version as well. I just don't realize. I think the Disney games got controller support. Actually, I think those were the only ones that got controller support. Hey, it's Supersonic! Yay! Yeah, I gotta be honest, Supersonic, like, he looks cool, but he's not, like, this amazing thing in this game. Sonic already ran, like, really fast in this game, and his boost basically just blasted away enemies, so it's, I mean, you don't really run that much faster as Supersonic in this game. He's basically just Sonic, but he can't get hit. And that's basically, I mean, Big Thunder Mountain was replaced with a Minecraft. Oh, a minecart. That would, you know what? I don't know if that would be bad or good if Big Thunder Mountain was actually replaced with a Minecraft minigame. But he is cool, though. I mean, and Supersonic is cool to look at, but, yeah, like I said, Sonic already runs, like, really fast in this game, and he's pretty much an unstoppable force as is, so Supersonic in this game, honestly, like, isn't that, like, big of a deal. And in Generations, you could fly, for the most part, with Supersonic, so that was the cool part of it, except rings diminished, as fast as levels take in this game. So it's like, but he's still cool. I'm drinking 7-Up, by the way. Ooh, SOS. So you can go to SOS. Ooh, that was weird. You can go to SOS missions. Yeah, in red, SOS is the avatar that sent the signal to the stage. You can use their whistle too. In green SOS missions, the avatar that sent the signal as a rental avatar. In blue SOS missions, use Modern Sonic, Classic Sonic, or an avatar to rescue the avatar that sent the signal. And SOS missions give you achievements, and they also give you, I think, just other bits and bobs, like they give you, you know, outfits, items for your character. So, the only difference with SOS missions is that if you die, the SOS mission ends. You have one shot at it, which sounds like, wow, I can't believe it, but stages in this game are, like, really easy. So, so you're probably not going to be having a situation where you're going to die. Unless it's just like a bottomless pit, which happens sometimes. But yeah, for the most part, you're not going to be dying. Yeah, I personally like the Fire Wispin. It's actually, you know what? I actually like the Lightning Wispin more. I think it's cooler for certain segments, but I use the Fire Wispin for the final boss, because in terms of the final boss, the Fire Wispin actually works better. The Fire Wispin... Wispin? The Fire Wispin works pretty well for the final boss. In terms of bosses, there's like 2 bosses that I think are a lot easier with specific Wispins. And that's like the Infinite boss works best with... Oh, hey! The Infinite boss works well with the Lightning Wispin, and the final boss works well with the Fire Wispin. So I'll change back to the Lightning one after this estimation. Oh, I missed that. So yeah. But, you know, playing this more, I mean, it's like, yeah, I really, I mean, I understand why people don't like it. It's understandable. Have a nice day. But, I really like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it gets way too much hate for its own good. You know, it's kind of funny, like, I think Donkey showed it off in his review of this game, but, you know, I was just, like, kind of annoyed at one point, and I'm like, okay, is there anybody else in the world that thinks that Forces is better than Mania? And then I found this video of this guy, and he's like, I think, or he goes, Sonic Forces is better than Sonic Mania. That is my genuine opinion. It's like, okay, come on. Whoa. You're sounding like really sarcastic with that. It's just really weird the way he said it. I don't know, maybe, I know in his one line in Generations, he talks, in a little bit deeper voice. They might have just had the same voice actor, but just kind of made him talk less deep or something. He's also, like, not talking really quietly in that stage, so maybe... Anyway, who's Nathaniel Bradley? Bandy. Nathaniel Bandy? Well, no. It was just like a guy... It's just a guy who made a video called Sonic Forces is better than Sonic Mania. That's it. I don't know who the person was. I watched like 10 seconds, like 15 seconds of his review. I was like, finally, somebody else that likes Forces better than Mania. And then I heard his voice for like 15 seconds, and I'm like, yeah, alright. Oh, I meant to change to... Okay, I'll change to the Electric Wisp after this. And I think what made it even funnier is that I think the guy turned off comments. He's like, Yeah, I know people are gonna get mad at this video. Let me just turn off those comments. Yep, there you go. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I've said mostly all I can say. I mean, it's Forces. Okay, like, all the rest of the games I'll be playing for this are going to be, like, I'm going to be actually starting a new save file. This is the only one I'm not going to. Because since all the other ones are Xbox 360 games that I'm just doing backwards compatible on, I've already started or completed my save file on the Xbox 360. So I'll actually be starting a new save file on the Xbox One. So I might have more to say there, especially for Unleashed, since I've never actually shown that off on my channel before. Colors. That's gonna be, well, I don't know. It's not that it looks bad, it's just, I own Colors already. Paying $40 for a remaster of a game I already own, I don't know. I mean, I'm skeptical. I want to wait until it goes down to like $20. But if I do buy it, it would be a great stream, because I'd probably stream it if I were to buy it. I'd buy it on Xbox. Like, for example, like the Super Monkey Ball remakes that are coming out. I don't own those games, so that'll be great to play them with better graphics and stuff. Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. But like Sonic Colors, yeah, it's like I already own Sonic Colors. I already own it, and I've played it multiple times. I've played it like 3 times on my own, and then 1 time on a Let's Play from a while back. I played my fair share of it. Actually, my copy of Sonic Colors is the same copy I've owned since I got my Wii in 2014. So it's like, yeah, I've played a lot of Sonic Colors, and I don't really know. I don't know. I don't really know if I want to buy another copy of the game. Ooh, there you go. Thing. And, do I have anything else that's new that I could add to this character? Change the gloves. Excuse me. Ooh. No, I don't want to see hands. Gross, disgusting bird hands. No. Be like mad science. Actually, I kind of like that. I like that. That's good. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's good. Or like. No, I kind of like the maniacal scientist hand. Yeah, WarioWare looks awesome. I'm like, it's not gonna be a day one, just because of money, but that's gonna be close. That game looks really, really fun. Oh, I have to use this guy. He's got, okay, so this Wispin attack is like the hammer attack, Hammerman attack or something. I don't know. It's probably one of the worst attacks in the entire game. Oh, okay, good. He's just a rental avatar. You know what? Yeah. Whoop. There you go. You do this, and it's just like kind of annoying. It destroys all the enemies in the surrounding area. But yeah, the new WarioWare looks really, really cool. Yeah, that's what this does. It's just like you have to come to a stall, you have to come to a halt, and then press the right trigger. It's such a slow attack. But I'll play as him, you know, might as well show him off. Hammer Man! Hammer Man! This is a song, it's like, one day out in today, he found some magical shoes. He put on the magical shoes. And then he became Hammerman. I don't know the lyric. It's like that theme song goes through like the entire character's backstory, and it's like a 3-minute long theme song. Gramps asked the daughter about the magical shoes. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, the new WarioWare game looks really good. Yeah, I think I've said this in other videos, but I love WarioWare Gold. Well, the entire WarioWare series, I think, is really good. And especially Gold. I've been playing Gold a lot recently, just on my own time. And Gold is such a good game. WarioWare Gold is seriously one of the best WarioWare games I've ever played, if not the best. WarioWare Touch is a lot of fun. I have a lot of good memories with that. So it's like, yeah, Gold is, so, you know, the new WarioWare game looks a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for it. Really excited. Great, it's gonna be so much fun, most likely, hopefully. It looks a lot of fun, looks really good. I'm hoping that it gets a physical release. I really hope they don't cheap out and go, okay, here's a $30 digital release, like they did with some other games. I hate it when companies do that. I hate it when companies do that. It's like, well, we're gonna charge you the price that we would charge for a physical release, but we're gonna make it digital. Like, Hatsune Miku Project Diva Megamix did that. It's like, okay, it's a $40 digital game. It's like, just make it physical. It's like, you did it with the other games, they sold well. Just make it physical. Why can't you? I don't get it. And then, like, Namco released, a while back, Little Witch Academia Chamber of Time. It was a $60 digital game. It's like, no, you don't make a digital game and then make it full price. You don't do that. But hey, what do I know? Ooh, hey! Yeah, it kind of stings with Supersonic in this game, because if you choose Supersonic, you immediately change once you get 60 rings. I'm gonna play this first stage as Classic Sonic, and then I'll switch to Supersonic in a later stage. Yeah, well, I think there's a couple factors to Rhythm Heaven probably never getting a release. Again, I know that stinks, but I mean, it stinks the most for me because I love Rhythm Heaven, but, if you take a look back at Rhythm Heaven's past, Rhythm Heaven on DS in America did horribly. Rhythm Heaven on Wii did horribly. And especially Rhythm Heaven on 3DS, with it being a $35 digital-only game, did horribly. Rhythm Heaven just doesn't sell well here. And, like, I don't know. I don't really expect we ever get another Rhythm Heaven. But speaking about Rhythm Heaven, though, in a way, it is really cool how, at least the art style, if you didn't already know, the WarioWare games were, like, they were drawn by a certain artist, and then, for some reason, but a good change, for WarioWare Gold, they brought in the artist for Rhythm Heaven. And that's why the characters in WarioWare Gold look so similar to Rhythm Heaven characters. So, it's like, at least we're not going to get a Rhythm Heaven game, but in a way, the art style is still there. We still got that Rhythm Heaven art style, it's just being put to WarioWare. So, that's good. And also, in WarioWare Gold at least, the Peeling Onion minigame from, or the Peeling Onion song from the original Rhythm Heaven on GBA and also Rhythm Heaven Megamix is actually a micro game in WarioWare Gold, so it's cool. Yeah, the Wii Rhythm Heaven, I mean, I think a perfect startup would be Rhythm Heaven Megamix. That's the one that's probably the easiest. It has the shortest stages. It's also got a huge variety of new and old songs, so you can have ones from a ton of different stages, or a ton of different, stuff. But I'm gonna play a Shadow on this one. But but Fever is still a good um is still a good Rhythm Heaven game. I'd say it's the second, like, in terms of, like, beginners, it's the second best. I'm not really sure what my favorite Rhythm Heaven game is, because Megamix is such a good, like, Megamix is such a good overall game. But Heaven, you know, has got a lot of nostalgia for me. It's funny though, in terms of like Rhythm Heaven as a series, Rhythm Heaven on DS was the first one I played, and I remember just getting really mad at it. Although I do remember there's a song in Rhythm Heaven DS where you have to like take pictures of cars, and I was actually able to do it with my eyes closed, which was a pretty tremendous moment when I first was able to do that. Yeah, here's Shadow. He's just Sonic. Yeah. They did the Sonic Rivals approach and just made Shadow just Sonic. No differences. Faker? You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my Faker. I'll make you eat those words! Yeah, it was a lot of fun when I was watching an old GDQ, old in the sense of like 2 years ago, Games Done Quick live stream of it, and they got the crowd to do that in unison. It was a lot of fun. Oops, I did not mean to go to my avatar. Okay, so Prison Hall. You know what? I want to play another classic Sonic stage. I want to play another classic. I'm just in the mood. I want to play another classic Sonic stage. Yeah, I might play maybe a little bit more of this game, and then I might quit. I'm kind of running out of stuff to do. I mean, I might, you know what? I'll play this, and then. Ah, man, I'm gonna get Super Sonic. The first Sonic. Okay, I'll watch. Cool. Or Sonic CD stream is up. Man, I just want to get these 60 rings. I'll probably play this, and then maybe, like, the final boss. And then I might just quit it, because I'm kind of running out of stuff to do in this game. Not in terms of stuff to do, there's still a lot of stages that I haven't shown on stream, but in terms of, like, I'm starting to get kind of bored because, in all truthness, I completed... Oh, it's 50 rings. Yeah. I hate this remix, by the way. This remix of Fist Bump is not good. It's another thing where it's like, you know, you didn't have to do Genesis-style remixes. You could have done, like, Generation-style, just regular remixes. But yeah, yeah, I'll probably show off the final boss here. Oh yeah, what I was saying is that, you know, in all truthness, I mean, I completed this like a week ago, so this is all pretty fresh to me, and as much as I love playing Forces, I am getting a little bit tired of playing through the exact same stages over again. So I'm probably gonna, after this, show off the final boss, and then that'll be it for the stream. And then I gotta turn on my computer and export the stream to YouTube. Maybe I can do that through Twitch on Xbox. Wouldn't that be awesome if you could do that? You probably can't, because you can't do it on phone. But that would be really cool if you could actually export videos from Twitch on Xbox. I wouldn't have to turn on my computer. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna boost on over to, you know what, here, I'll show off a little bit more. I'll show off the first fight with Infinite. and then I'll show off the final boss. I might show off... You know what? I'll show... Okay, I'll do a couple bosses. I'll do Infinite, the first Eggman fight, and then the final boss, and then I'll go in and finish it up. That's actually, like, technically one stage of each character, so it works. Oh, you get this song. Yeah, I don't really like this song. I think this is an instrumental version of Infinite's rap, so I guess that's why I don't like it.
Haven't you seen a hedgehog before? Come on, I'll show you my spines.
But yeah, we're fighting on a giant snake. Woo! So I don't really want to show off the second Infinite fight is probably one of the worst fights in the entire game. It's really annoying. And the third Infinite fight just goes on for a really long time, so this is the only one where I tend to replay sometimes if I'm ever feeling like fighting Infinite. Yep. There you go. There you go. Weird how the Phantom Ruby sounds like the exact same as Mania. Yeah, it's because I don't know if you knew, but these games are interlinked. At the end of Mania, Sonic goes through a portal. Well, at the end of the special boss of Mania, I've never actually seen that Sonic animation before, where he like taps his feet. At the end of Mania's secret boss, Sonic goes through a portal, and then in this game, he pops out of a portal, which means these games are at the first time he shows up, he pops out of a portal, which means I think these games are interlinked. So yeah, I think that's why they're the same noises, as because you know, Phantom Ruby. So it's kind of funny how like, oh okay, it's the Phantom Ruby. Well, how is the Phantom Ruby in Mania? Sega will never explain. I think possibly Sega wants to forget Forces exists. One of those things. It's like it had a really mixed opinions when it came out, and I think at this point Sega just wants to forget the game exists. I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those situations where it's like, oops, half the people that played it hated it. Well, let's just not like ever mention this game ever again. How about that?
Still, this Dragoon has only lost 10% of its combat.
Oh yeah. This game introduced the plot line that classic Sonic is from another dimension and not actually Sonic but younger. I mean, I guess explains Mania happening. I don't know. So, Generations is retcon. Yay! Generations is completely retcon. Thanks, Sega. They did it. They did a Star Wars, where they just retconned a bunch of things with future sequels. I don't care. I mean, Sega's retconned stuff before. I mean, they retconned Blaze being from another dimension, and now she's from the future. I mean, yada yada yada. They retconned in Sonic Generations. They retconned like 06 not happening by having Crisis City being a stage. They've retconned a bunch of stuff before. It's not new. Yes. Sonic forces forced Generations out of existence. Alright, here we go. Let's just go ahead. Oh, cool. The picture didn't load. Oh, let me go ahead and do one more thing. Let me change my Wispin back to... Ooh, that's new. Increases grinding speed, grants invincibility for a short time after collecting 100 rings, awards rings for reaching checkpoints. Let's just do this one. See, I will show you why this is the best Wispin for this boss. And then after this boss, I'm going to stop the stream. The Sonic Archie comics were so good! I mean, yeah, you had the Ken Penders phase, and I get that. I you know, everybody jokes about that. But, I mean, man, near the end, they were so good. From, like, 2005 to, like, to its ending, the Sonic Archie comics were so good. Man, they were so good. You know, I don't know, it's gonna sound weird, like, but I mean, you know, for younger viewers, you may not have actually, like, done this, like, remember this, but I remember when Generations was coming out, and the Archie comics had this giant countdown to Generations, where every single comic would show, like, you know, countdown to Generations 5, 4, 3, 2, and then to hype up Generations even more, they had a classic Sonic section of the comic, where for like 5 issues it was all classic Sonic. Classic Sonic walking around with like with young Tails and young Sally and young Walrus guy, whatever his name is. It was so cool! And then, like, it ended off with a giant supersonic battle against the Death Egg robot from Sonic 2. Ah! So good! So awesome! And then, don't get me wrong, the IDW comics are great. I've read 3 volumes. I like them. They're good. They're good stuff. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna knock that. Great art. It fits in. They did like a giant arc with Forces, which is pretty cool. But man, the Archie comics were so cool, because they could do something different. The Archie comics just, I don't know, had more leeway. I mean, with stuff that they could do. It seems like right now Sega's like forcing IDW to make comics that tie in with like Forces. But like when Archie tied in with a game, they did it because they wanted to. I don't think they did it because they had to. Had the Mega Man, yes, the Mega Man comic. I have a couple issues of those, but the Mega Man comics are really, really good. I was looking up like cover art before, and cover art like a couple days ago. And I'm like, man, the cover art for that comic series is really cool. And then of course, the Sonic and Mega Man crossover. I have an issue where Shadow fights Shadow Man, and then everybody just keeps on getting confused because they don't know who's which is which. Oh man. Oh, by the way, this is one of the best songs in the game. I'm gonna shut up for a second because this is a really, really good song. Yeah, really good stuff. But the Sonic Archie comics are great. I remember reading those a lot. I still have the first Sonic Archie comic I got, which, good memories. Yeah, I found out about the Sonic Archie comics, like, during the Countdown to Genesis phase. That's what it was called, Countdown to Genesis, not Countdown to Generations. Because the sub-series of classic Sonic stuff was called the Sonic Genesis phase. Yeah, I still have my first comic. It was issue 223. And I also have the other issue, 224, where spoilers... actual spoilers for the comic if you're ever interested in it. 3, 2, 1... Sally dies! Sally dies by Eggman. Like, Eggman goes, like, full-on villain mode and kills off Sally. as the entire world's like starting to deteriorate. Oh, so cool! Such a cool like set of issues for that one, and I never got to see the other ones. I mean, I bought a couple other comics after 224, but I never got to see 225. I never got to see past the Genesis phase. I don't really know what happened after that. But man, it was such a cool like. Yeah, Archie comics were awesome. There's a couple available in Sonic 9 Collection Plus as like a bonus. You get to see like the first Sonic comic. But yeah, the Archie comics are really good. And the Mega Man ones were great too. I've only read a couple of them, but I really like what I read. Like I said, the IDW stuff is great. I mean, okay, IDW owns so many properties at this point. They really need to make like do a Mega Man and Sonic and make a massive crossover. They own the rights to the Transformers comics, the DuckTales comics, the Sonic comics, and I think the My Little Pony comics. So just make a massive crossover. Just Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers with all of these random properties that they have. I'm sure they have more. I'm sure they have more than that. Sonic Unleashed has story. Oh, okay. Cool. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. I don't know what my next stream will be. It's one of the 6 games that I mentioned. Speaking of Unleashed, it might be Unleashed. I mean, I wouldn't mind going through the opening bits of Unleashed again. It's only going to be 1 stream per game. I'm not really going to do 2. Because for the Xbox 360 games, since I'm downloading them on since I'm downloading them on Xbox One, but I play them normally on Xbox 360, I'm just going to delete the games after the stream's done. So it'll probably be one of the 6 games, I'm not really sure, but that'll probably be tomorrow. I'll go ahead and do it tomorrow. So, yeah. That was fun. And now I have to be going.